Is 2 weeks vacation really enough to recover from burnout? What is burnout? Burnout is chronic stress related to work. And myself, for the past couple of years, I've come to know this very personally. And I've learned that no, 2 weeks is not enough. In fact, I spent the first week of vacation just thinking about how much work sucked. And then the second week, I'm worrying that I have to come back soon, back to work. So, no. Disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. I am a software engineer. And I've done a lot of research recently about what really happened to me and what has helped me to recover. Now, chronic stress, you may experience that as anxiety, lack of sleep, or too much sleep. In my case, I could not get out of bed. There's some depression symptoms sprinkled in, isolation, negative thoughts, and these don't go away on a weekend. Other than the change in social behavior, there's also the cloudy thinking, fogginess is how I've often heard of it, to the point where some people think they have ADHD. In fact, I was one of these people who thought that I may have undiagnosed ADHD, when in fact it's that after being in a prolonged period of time of chronic stress, which is called burnout, the hippocampus part of your brain, which is related to memory and learning, it starts to degrade. And this leads to the symptoms that might get confused with other mental health issues. Really, how long does it take to recover from this? So I set out to look for that. And I personally have been away from work for about 4 to 5 months. And it hasn't been until the third month that I have felt like I could even look at my laptop or talk about anything related to software, because the symptoms that I was experiencing were very severe. I could not think about it. I didn't want to know about it. I don't want to do it ever again. Now I'm at a point where I have recovered enough that I have to face reality, and the easiest way to achieve my goals is just to keep going through the path that I have laid for myself. So 3 months. Now, the research that I did says that it takes about a third of the time that you have experienced during chronic stress. So let's say it's been 1 year from when you started feeling overwhelmed to where it stopped, or maybe it hasn't stopped, that day is still today. Then that leaves you about 4 months that you need to take away from that environment to recover. This has matched more or less. I do feel like I am beginning to feel better and that I have a bit more to go, but it does in fact match what I have experienced myself personally. But hey, in the end, time is not the only factor, though it is a very important one, the most important, I will say, because healing, it just takes time. And there are other things that you've probably heard, meditation, yoga, realization techniques. This is all things that can improve or expedite their recovery, though time outside of stress, out of that environment, is really what's gonna get you there. Very important. Throughout this process, you may have told yourself that you don't have what it takes, that you're not good enough, that there are more intelligent people out there who can do this and you can't. Well, there's literally changes in your brain that happen when you're under stress that make this happen for you. It's not that you can't. And to know that it is a normal thing that people go through under stress you should have keep that in mind. Give yourself some grace. It takes a lot of self-compassion to understand that this could happen to anybody, and that if any person had gone through the same things that you have, the same upbringing, in the same environment, and having the same experiences, they probably would have acted in this very same way that you are. Understanding that is really what's gonna give you some space, some respite to start the recovery process, and hopefully this helped you. Thank you so much.